Hello students, welcome to the 23rd lecture of electrostats. This video lecture will start with the topic polarization vector. So let's see what it is. The polarization vector measures the degree of polarization of the dielectric. It is defined as the dipole moment of the unit volume of the polarized dielectric. So degree of polarization is measured by polarization vector, right? And as it is written, it is defined as the dipole moment of the unit volume. So whatever dipole moment is produced in unit volume of the polarized dielectric, that is called as polarization vector. So let's express it mathematically. If n is the number of atoms or molecules per unit volume, small n, number of atoms or molecules per unit volume, then the polarization vector is vector p. This is the polarization vector, vector p, capital P, is equal to n vector p, small p here. So this is the dipole moment and this is the number of atoms or molecules per unit volume. So this is the mathematical expression for polarization vector. Polarization vector is represented by capital P and the dipole moment obviously is small p. We have already represented. SI unit of polarization vector is coulomb meter square, coulomb per meter square. After putting the values of this, like SI unit of dipole moment is coulomb meter and this per meter cube. So meter and meter cancel, so coulomb per meter square, right? So what is dielectric strength? Let us define dielectric strength. Dielectric strength is the maximum value of the electric field intensity that can be applied to the dielectric without its electric breakdown. So whatever maximum electric field which is applied, whatever maximum electric field applied to a dielectric, within which the dielectric retains its property, does not break down, okay, so that particular maximum electric field is called as dielectric strength, right? And its unit is volt per meter because it's a value of electric field only, so that's why the unit of dielectric strength is volt per meter, right? Its practical unit is kilovolt per millimeter. Practically a large unit is used, so that's why kilovolt per meter. Some dielectrics are here and their dielectric strength, like for vacuum dielectric strength is infinity, air 0.821, every numerical value is measured in kilovolt per meter. You can see over here, porcelain 428, Virex 14, paper 14 to 16, rubber 21, and mica 160 to 200. These are the dielectric strength. So you can see the mica has a large value of dielectric strength, right? Next, capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab. If a dielectric slab is placed between the plates of parallel plate capacitor, then how to calculate its capacitance? We are going to do the same. So let's have a parallel plate capacitor like this, positive and negative charges. Electric field E naught, external electric field vector E naught, and this is the dielectric slab of thickness T, and the distance between the plates is T, right? Definitely this particular electric field inside the dielectric will be in this direction, because due to these negative charges the induced positive charges will appear over here, and due to these positive charges the induced negative charges will appear over here. So internal electric field will be in this direction. We have already understood in the last video session. So net electric field En will be equal to E naught minus Ep. Therefore the net potential difference will be due to this internal one and the external one. For internal one, what is the value of or we can say the for this particular region, because first term is written for this region, So left out region other than dielectric slab is having thickness d minus t, because t will be removed from this region of parallel plate capacitor. So d minus t, and we are knowing the formula V is equal to E into d. According to that formula, the external electric field is E naught, and except this dielectric slab, the distance between the plate is d minus t. Okay, so E naught into d minus t plus, now internal electric field is how much? En, because it is the difference of two electric fields, external and due to the dielectric slab. So net electric field, not internal but net electric field, is equal to E naught minus Ep. So En into the thickness of the slab is t, so En into t, right? So, and K is equal to dielectric constant is equal to E naught upon En. We have already defined it, or we can write En is equal to E naught by K. So using this value over here, we can write V is equal to E naught into d minus t, plus at the place of En we have written E naught by K into t, or V is equal to E naught common, so d minus t plus t by K. But E naught is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught, electric field between the two sheets, two plates, sigma upon epsilon naught, and sigma is equal to Qa, so Qa upon epsilon naught. Therefore, C can be written as Q by V according to the capacitance formula. So therefore, we can write C is equal to epsilon naught after using these values in the formula. C is equal to Q by V. We can write epsilon naught A upon d minus t plus t by K, right? So value of, or we can say the charge value we have used and potential difference value we have used, and we have got this particular expression. Okay, or we can write Q as Q only, and V value is E naught bracket d minus t plus t by K, right? And value of E naught is Qa upon epsilon naught, so Q and Q will be cancelled, and we left out expression will be this. So this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor when a dielectric slab of thickness T is placed between the plates, right? Or C is equal to epsilon naught A if we take D as common. So we can write epsilon naught C is equal to epsilon naught A upon D bracket 1 minus T by D bracket 1 minus T by K, right? Or this can be written finally like this. Why? Because epsilon naught A by D is the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor when air is the medium between the plates, there is no dielectric. So at the place of epsilon naught A by D we have used C naught, and we can write the expression like this. Okay. C is greater than C naught, that is capacitance increases with introduction of dielectric slab. Of course, we can see the C is greater than C naught. After introducing the dielectric slab, we find that capacitance increases. If the dielectric slab occupies the whole space between the plates, obviously then thickness of previous slide you see, if it occupies the whole space between the plates, so this T will be equal to the whole D. So at the place of T we will write D either here, here or here. Okay, so best way to use over here, T is equal to D. So obviously this term will be cancelled out, 0. So finally we can write C is equal to Kc naught. Why Kc naught? Because D minus T term will be vanished, or we can say will become 0. Now dielectric constant. Therefore from this formula dielectric constant will be equal to C upon C naught. Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor when dielectric is placed, and this is the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor when air is the medium between the plates. So with dielectric slab let us see few properties or few physical quantities variation. Number 1, charge. So with battery disconnected, charge remains same, but when battery is connected, increases with this value K C naught V naught, because Q is equal to CV. Okay. Capacitance increases when battery is disconnected with a factor K C naught, and also when battery is connected, then also K C naught. Electric field decreases, but when battery is connected, electric field remains the same. Potential difference decreases, and battery when connected remains the same. So this is the case when disconnection with the battery, and these are the cases when connection is there with the battery. Okay. And energy stored remains same when battery is disconnected, and when battery is connected, increases with a factor K. It becomes KU naught. So now this is finally the or we can say the final video session of electrostats. We are finishing chapter 2 with this term, electric polarization. These terms, electric polarization vector and capacitance of parallel plate capacitor when a dielectric slab is placed, and the relation between the C and relation between C and C naught in terms of K, right? So revise all these things, revise electrostats thoroughly, be in touch of electrostats. Now in the next video session we will start the new chapter, either it's online class or video session. We will start a new chapter, that is current electricity, right? Till that time, keep on studying, keep on working hard. Thank you so much for paying attention.